Yeah, you guys are a fantastic crowd. Coming up next to the stage is a fantastic comic coming from Brooklyn, New York, originally from Seattle. His name is Owen Straw. Everybody give it up for Owen Straw.
I'm just as surprised as you guys. Wow, Richmond, Virginia, what a great place. What a diverse crowd we've got. Got all kinds of white people. Just young ones. What's that? You feel good that I said that you're young?
That was a white thing.
Oh, well, you should all feel good about that. Just admit it. Just admit it. I was pretty good to be white, right? I've driven across country so many times with a bunch of weed, and I'm not in jail. And it's just because I'm white. I know that. Hey, you guys ever take pictures of your junk and put it on Craigslist? Right? Available now. One IKEA futon. Clear some space. What did you guys think I was talking about? Wow. Gross. Alright, here's an impression for you guys. This is a professional wrestler standing behind a guy that is talking. Oh man, does anyone have kids here?
No.
You got kids?
Yeah.
How many? One?
Yep.
Alright. Were you really worried about what to name your kid? You don't want to name him a bad name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you didn't care that much?
My wife's a writer, and we went through every name because she's a writer.
What did you guys was there do you think is the worst name to name a kid?
No.
No? Well, many people I've encountered will tell me it's Adolf.
Yeah.
Because the Hitler guy, he's bad.
Yep.
And that's pretty bad. You agree that's a bad name, right?
Yep.
My dad tried to trick my mom and named me Alan Stephen Straw so that my initials ass. And he showed me that much care for the rest of my whole life. And it almost worked, and then my mom found out. She was like, "No way, it's my kid." Let's name him something that will make it sound like he can't pay his bills. But Adolf's a pretty bad one, right? That's not the worst, though. There are a lot of worse names than Adolf. Like, for instance, Beadolf. Right? That's probably the worst one. Right? Imagine yourself now in this room named Beadolf. Probably not happy about it. There's another bad one. Here's another bad one up here. There's one that's worse than Adolf. How about Seedolf? Right? What are you, Hitler of the ocean now? Aquaman of the Third Reich? Right? to fish in different schools. That's bad. What do we got, like 23 more letters? Oh, worse. Until you get to like Zedolf, that's probably a pretty rad name to have. I'm Zedolf. Sweet. I know where the best waves are. I've been on the road a bunch, and I was staying on my friend's couch for a while, and it was going great until Fallout 4 came out.
Yeah!
Right? Fallout 4 came out, and all of a sudden, everyone was staying up all night playing video games on my bed. This again, I didn't understand. At first, I thought it was just a game about cleaning your room. So they just go around and clean their room. And I got to play it. You get to make your own character, right? And then you can make it look like you, and mine looks just like me, right down to the outfit composed of things I found on the ground. It's kind of demeaning making myself, because I went to do the hair, right? And my hairstyle, they call it math teacher. So it kind of sucks. Right? I've been bald a long time though. I started going bald at like 12, right? Pretty early. I've been bald so long, I had some hairs come back just because they like being alone. Right? They used to hang out on my shoulders. It's a little different now. If you're driving around the country, you guys ever drive around America, see this place? It's pretty fun. Like, you go to some parts of the country, they'll act like they think they're really redneck, so what they do is they add Tucky to the end of where you are. Like, you go to like West Pennsylvania, they're like, this is Pencil-Tucky. Or like in Montana, they're like, this is Mon-Tucky. And then there's this part of Kentucky that they call Kentucky-Tucky. I was in Wisconsin, and I found out people in Wisconsin are as proud of their cheese as people in Idaho are of their race. Very proud. We only grow white potatoes. I was in Wyoming, and I found out they have a dormant mega volcano under Wyoming, and it could erupt, and if it does, it's going to wipe out Wyoming, plus parts of Montana and the Dakotas, threatening the lives of literally dozens of people. I don't want it to happen. I've been there. The people of Wyoming are nice. I mean, they're both senators. That's how our system works. You gotta admit, though, it would be if that volcano blew up, it'd be the most interesting thing to happen to Wyoming since dinosaurs. Right? Remember Dick Cheney? He's a robot dinosaur now. Part robot. But Wyoming is one of the more boring states to drive across. There's like nothing. Like, I was driving across it one time, and there's nothing for like a long time, not even billboards, right? And I saw a sign that said, historic viewpoint ahead. And I was very intrigued. I was like, what kind of history happened nowhere? So I pulled over to this historic viewpoint. I look at the sign, and it tells me, it's all like, can you believe people used to have to walk across this bullshit? That was one time the only way. Consider yourself lucky. Yeah, and then there's like a buffalo right on the flag of Wyoming. It's probably the only place you'll see a buffalo in Wyoming, because when those people walked across, right, they shot them all because they were bored. Right, that's the most realistic part of that Oregon Trail game. Screw this and kill some things. But Fallout 4, that's a pretty great game to buy someone you don't want to see for a couple months. You know, they're like, they always annoy you, and you're like, here, I got you something. Go away. Forever. Video games are pretty addictive. It's so easy to just play them. Right? Like like a lot of the guys will get obsessed with them and like forget about women, right? And because like video games are easier to figure out than women for guys, because they come with an instruction manual that no one needs to read, right? You can just start pushing buttons and see what happens, and don't try that with a lady. Right? You better be damn sure what those buttons do. Right? A lot of guys have trouble finding one of the buttons. None of them laughed at that joke. The little man in the boat, right? Just north of the on-ramp. Don't Google map it. Like with video games, you can be stuck not knowing what you're doing. You go online, there's a walkthrough, it tells you exactly what to do, right? There's advice on women online too, but it is never as simple as jump, jump, shoot. Although in both situations I have found myself saying, I think I shot too soon. Which is another thing, video games give you bonus points for finishing quickly. Right? No one's disappointed. You just unlocked an achievement. You're like, I could do it faster. And I'm not saying I have an issue with premature ejaculation. I don't. I will admit I have occasionally had an issue with immature ejaculation. That's where I throw it on her face and giggle. Like, I admit, that's pretty immature. That's pretty immature. Especially if you do the Spider-Man noise, like. It's very immature. Don't try that tonight, fellas. You can try it in a video game. You can try your dumb idea, though, can't you? You're like, oh, I got a dumb idea. Let's see what happens, and you ruin everything. It's your dumb idea. But video games have a save point you go back to and act like none of that shit ever happened. Women do not have a save point. I mean, there's a memory card. It's very difficult to erase. Start with vodka. Work your way up to diamonds. Then you gotta call a lawyer, right? Of course, like men don't have a safe point either, but men do have a reset button. Right, and it's down here, and it is a lot like an old Nintendo cartridge. So, sometimes you gotta blow on it. Video games are stupid, though. It's not even like as soon as you get good at it, no one's playing it anymore. Like, it's a lame accomplishment. I'm good at a game no one likes anymore. I'll get obsessed with the stupidest games. Like there's this old Nintendo puzzle game I play called Wario's Woods. It's the dumbest game, but I could just play it for hours. I was doing this in my 30s. A dumb puzzle game where you're a toad man catching different colored monsters and making them into coordinated lines to free the forest from the evil, bad version of Mario.
Hell yeah!
Now you guys are gonna get sucked in. That sounds great. I was trying to describe how stupid it was, but I think I might have just like had the greatest marketing. Become a toad man. Catch monsters from the sky in the forest. It's all kind of fun things out there to play. But you should do real things, right? Like make chili. You should do like ever make chili. That's good. I'll like slow cook it because it's better that way. Plus, slow cooking turns sitting around for hours into doing something. Right? You ever make chili? It's like 20 minutes of putting stuff in a pot, and then 4.5 hours of Netflix. Right? Netflix and chili. Right? All day, you're like just sitting there watching TV, like, I'm doing something productive. All right, what a productive day for me, cooking chili. Take a whip of all the stuff I'm doing. Is that garlic you smell? Yes, I put it in there. 3 hours ago, I did that. Should I watch another episode? That'll make the chili better, so I have to. I'm obligated to the chili. I'll cook all this chili, right? I'll have like 2 or 3 bowls and be like, that's enough chili for a while. I'm sick of chili. And oh no, I made 50 gallons. What am I supposed to do with all this chili now? I have to fill every container in my home with the chili, right? And then I have to put it all in the freezer, and then I have to throw it away when I move. Right? What a productive day. What a great day I had making stuff to throw away. USA. 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 I mean, I do like to eat. Like, I was a fat kid, and I kind of just stuck with it. It's like, I like pizza, right? Do they have that here yet? It's good. I moved to New York just because better access to pizza, right? Like all over. And they have all these pizzas that you never heard of till you live in New York. I was like, what's that big square doughy one with the greasy cheese? And they're like, that's Sicilian style. I was like, wow, I always thought it was cafeteria style. I didn't know my lunch lady was Sicilian, but I had questions. Or like, you ever have like a grandma slice? That's where they put the sauce on top of the cheese because grandma's drunk. Just tell her you like it. I read that the average American eats 47 slices of pizza a year. And I had some questions about that. I crunched the numbers on it for you guys, and I figured it's one of 2 things. Either everyone lied, or 200 million Americans eat 0 pizza. And I am setting the curve way high, right? I even entered pizza contests just for an excuse to do training. right? I'm like, oh, there's a pizza contest, let me sign up. And then for the next month, I'm in training, which means I have to eat pizza. More than I want. And I like entered this pizza contest, and I like won it. And it was so good that everyone was taking pictures with me, right? They gave me like a Pizza King crown, right? And they chanted Pizza King at me, and it felt so good. Felt so accomplished. I'm the Pizza King. Right? And then about 20 minutes after the contest, everyone else forgot about it. And I was just this greasy-faced guy with a plastic crown. And I had to enter the next year. No, it's too much pizza. I'm from Seattle, and probably the best food in Seattle is Dungeness crab. Right?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
You get a big old whole crab, and they bring it out to you, just this whole monster-looking thing, and you feel all powerful. Like, look at this. Not so tough now, all right? Not gonna get me this time. Ow! Because they're still pretty sharp. We're gonna need a special tool for this to crack the armor. Crack, crack, crack. Now how about one of them tiny forks? Now I'm gonna pull out your insides and use it as an excuse to eat butter. I'm powerful. I'm the winner. I smell like a tide pool, but I won. You guys ever take pictures of your junk?
All the time.
It was rude. That's my creep finder. Who's the creep? Like I grew up in Seattle. I lived in Seattle most of my life, and it's a little different from here, right? Like, cause like in Seattle, if a cop sees you smoking a joint, the most he's legally allowed to do is scoff. Oh, here comes the cop. It smells pretty weak. You guys, what's the weed laws here?
Don't enforce shit. Don't do it. They don't enforce shit. It's illegal. It's illegal, but they don't
It
enforce
sounds like you guys don't know. Well, how many people think it should just be illegal, plain old legal? Makes it right. Yeah, how many people think it should stay illegal? Okay. So no one sells weed here? It's you know, they just passed a law and people voted on it. You guys can do that, right? Because unless you can, it's easy. All you have to do is be like, yes. If other people do the work. If other people do the work and you come in and you're like, yes, that was easy. That you can like write your own law and pass it. That's how democracy works, right? The law in Washington State is that they allow you to have up to 1 ounce of marijuana, like a sandwich baggie full. Right? That's good for the weekend. They'll let you have like a pound of like food with weed in it, like cookies or brownies. You ever mess with that stuff, right? You ever have someone give you a pot cookie? They're always so nervous. They're like, here, you should be real careful. You should only have half a bite. like you should have made a smaller fucking cookie. Serving size of a cookie is a cookie, okay? I've quit many things in my life, but I've never quit eating a cookie. And half a bite isn't even a real thing, okay? If your teeth go through it, that's a full bite. What am I supposed to gum on this and wait around? Gum on this delicious cookie and wait? Why does it have to be so delicious anyway? It's mean to make it like all delicious and be like, only have a bite of this delicious thing that's gonna get you high. And you're gonna eat the rest anyway. Right? At least mushrooms have the decency to be disgusting. Mushrooms are cool. They're not like, you never get all high on mushrooms and be like, I'm famished. What do we got to eat around here? Well, we got more of that stuff that made us heave for a half hour. Let's do it. That doesn't happen. So you can carry up to a pound of them cookies in Washington State. They also say you can carry up to 72 fluid ounces of liquid infused marijuana. Like that includes these highly concentrated tinctures where like the dose is like an eyedropper on your tongue. And my friend had this and I had to check it out. He's like, should just do a drop or two. And I'm like, all right, 5 it is. And like 5 drops of this stuff, and then I like drove away. And when I got where I was going, an Eagle song came on the radio, and that's when I left my body, like out of my body. I was out there in like this new dimension where I was having an epic adventure, just amazing, like better than Game of Thrones and longer. Like there's more dragons and more titties. It was good. Adventure, and I'm the hero of this adventure. Like, take that, titties. Just conquering everything. Like, it was amazing. And just as I reached the pinnacle of this dimension, I just returned to my body right when that Eagle song ended, right? I had an epic adventure in 3 minutes out of my body that felt like forever. Amazing. And that's something I had like 5 drops of. That in Washington State, you're allowed to carry up to a half gallon. The power of democracy. So, vote, I guess. If you want to have more fun than Fallout. That guy doubts it. No way. Here's an impression for you guys. This is Ray Romano. If he was a hungry cat. Meow. This next one is this is Sean Connery. If he was a hungry cat. Meow. That one doesn't say as much. All right, here's Bob. This is Bob Dylan. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, this next one is this is Bob Dylan if he was a hungry cat. Yeah, 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 yeah. same. Do you guys have roommates here? Yeah, you got roommates. That's pretty fun. Like, the more roommates you have, the worse person you become. You know this, right? Because when you go into a roommate situation, you're very optimistic. You're like, I'm going to be a great roommate. I know we all talked it out. We're all going to do our part. We're going to clean. You know, maybe I'll make everyone chili or something cool. Where just have fun and respect each other. And then you live there a few months and you look around and you're like, no one else is doing shit. This is crap. So you don't want to be like the best roommate because you feel taken advantage of. And like you don't want to be the worst roommate because everyone gets quiet when you come in the room. Right? So when you live with a bunch of people, everyone, it's a big race to see who can be second worst roommate. And everyone gets pretty close. We're all gonna do just enough to blame everything on Steve. Because it's easy to blame other people when you live with a bunch of roommates. Like you can go into the bathroom you didn't clean, and you be like, this is gross. My roommates are gross. They left my pubes everywhere. It's nasty. So easy to blame others, isn't it? And not be responsible. And it's like, it's hard to be responsible. Like, you know, when you go on a big trip and you're supposed to like clean your place up so when you come home it's all nice. And you never get around to it because you go watch all the 2 Live Crew videos or something. Right, and then it's time to leave and you're like, I didn't clean. Well, I'm sure future me will understand, right? And then you come back home and you're like, past me was a dick. I'm sure future me will fix this, right? You never take responsibility. It's always blaming figurative versions of yourself from across the time spectrum. That's who did it, it's not me. So easy to not be responsible. Like I just drive around in a 1988 Toyota Corolla, right? That's what I do. It's not very responsible lifestyle, right? But it's what brought me to you guys. So it's kind of fun being here with you guys. I got, like, we're on the road, I got some CDs, and I got some t-shirts, is anyone gonna buy one, or should I just leave it in the trunk? Help me now, so I can go get it. Who's gonna buy something?
I'll buy something for a Christmas gift.
Oh, wow. It's great that you told me so much more than I needed to. All of a sudden it's about your generosity and not my neediness. I need money. Yeah. Right? The CDs, like, I like got the CDs right when only grandpas have CD players. So it feels dumb. But it's alright. I do smoke a lot of weed. That's pretty clear. Right? They say
2 for 1.
Could you hold on a minute? No. I wrote some of my favorite jokes when I was super high, you know, and I would like to share a few of them with you. These are my favorite jokes I wrote when I was super high. You know what they call a woman with a speech impediment that makes her living beating people with candy bars?
What?
A dominatrix. Do you know how Italian delicatessens propose marriage? They get down on one panini. Do you know who to get to babysit a hot toasted sandwich?
Who?
A panini, I mean. Just have this panini watcher, baby. Babies love paninis. Do you know what the spookiest genitalia is to hide things in? Halloweeners. A lot of women hide batteries in them. Some men. We'll just let that buzz around until everyone knows what I'm talking about. A buzz. She sure does brush her teeth a lot. 20 minutes a night brushing her teeth. Doesn't seem very effective though, her teeth are not clean. Do you guys know what Mexican magicians make for breakfast? Toast. Ta-da! That's one of the shirts. So I should get him?
Yes.
Damn it. I parked like 3 cars away. Are you sure? The other shirt has bongs on it. So it's for grandmas. Alright, here's an impression for you guys. Spoiler alert, it's about Star Wars. This is Darth Vader drinking a milkshake. You leaving the room because you don't want Star Wars spoiled? Anyway, this is the part from the new Star Wars where Darth Vader drinks a milkshake. Strawberry. Thank you. Yeah, why do you think the lightsaber's red? Little strawberry milkshakes. It's in the books. Alright, here's this is Rodney Dangerfield if he was a vampire. No reflect. You guys know what happens when the J. Giles band runs out of ribs? They take the bones and no. There's still a lot of meat on those bones, guys. guess. I'll go get that bag, I guess. This is... I guess. All right, or you can just follow me to my car. All right, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger sealing an envelope. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you guys have been a lot of fun. I'm Owen Straw.
Owen Straw, everybody! Give it up! Keep it going! Fucking hilarious.